It's week 5 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Kenny Pickett. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Steelers and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they got to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Here's Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
at their 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Ravens will take over.
Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like...
Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson options out left. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
This defense for the Steelers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down on as the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Peterson. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions. Game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And take it right on the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The slot man in motion right.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Isaiah Likely the target that time.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Pickett back to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jackson, options out left. The quick he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment. Running plays like this.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll start by running the option to the right. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
How about this? He's to the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 85 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time I'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Now it's Peterson. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
He's got this to Pickens.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Now it's Trubisky.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception, one reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception. This is continuous.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll certainly be on the tackles coming with that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's Trubisky to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. That is caught by Johnson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
On first down, Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Trubisky to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Trubisky's throw hauled in by Washington.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Open man is Duvernay.
2nd catch for him today. And first down.
Duvernay was a Pro Bowl return man for the 2nd straight year, but Baltimore also tried getting his home run ability involved more in the offense last season. Top 400 yards, and he gets them a first down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Now Jackson.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's got a man complete. Down to the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson, 75 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st down, Ravens.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
That's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Second and a couple. Pickett sets up play action.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Edwards. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On the return is Peterson. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back now in Pittsburgh. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's Pickett on second down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th. In the end zone, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 34. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And quickly they get to the line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
On the give, this is Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
75 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Pushing through the contact. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his target, Beckham. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Jackson options out left. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Jackson. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Jackson going to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Escapes the defender.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There is Deontay Johnson as the Steeler offense gets set for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
Pickett lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have a a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
86 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the draw, it's Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less.
Ball.